America First Policy Institute, Ken Timmerman. He's also the author of the Iran House, Tales of Revolution, Persecution, War, and Intrigue. Ken, always great to talk to you.
Pleasure to be with you, John. Thanks for having me on.
So this is sort of speculation on my end, so forgive me, everyone at home, for doing this, but President Trump basically has given Iran a very fair offer in this, and a lot of people are criticizing him for being too fair to Iran. But we already see Iran is going to do what Iran always has done in the past, and that's they move pieces around, they pretend like they have a deal, they blame, they get Hezbollah to attack Israel, then blame Israel and shut down the ceasefire. Is there anyone inside Iran who actually cares about making some sort of peace deal?
I don't think so. I think you've put that very well. Look, Donald Trump has basically given the Iranians everything they could possibly dream about. He's giving them sanctions relief. He's giving them $300 billion of an investment fund that he says the United States will not put 1 cent in. All of these different things, but they're all dependent on Iran's performance. That's what J.D. Vance was reminding us of yesterday and the day before. This is a performance-based deal. And by the way, it is not a deal, it's an MoU. It's a memorandum of understanding. All of the points of the actual deal still have to be negotiated. So the Iranians can look at this and say, wow, we've had a great victory. Look at all the concessions Trump made. Trump didn't make any concessions yet. He's told them, I will do all these good things for you if and only if you behave.
Now, we know President Trump understands the idea, the whole entire leverage aspect of all of this, and he got a lot of pressure from our Gulf allies to end this, our European allies to end this, and by giving Iran everything they could hope for, short of nuclear weapons and ballistic missiles and all this other stuff, if they don't comply, if they don't live up to the 14 points, that gives President Trump more leeway to go back to our allies and say, I have no choice, we got to go back in and hit them hard.
And he said that he will do that, that if they do not live up to their commitments, he will go back to war. And he said it could be 2 weeks, it could be 2 years. By the way, that 2-year period, I think, would start after the November elections, when there's no more election on the horizon. The president has accomplished incredible things with this war so far, as he mentioned himself. He's devastated their military, no Air Force, no Navy. He has hit their ballistic missile production facilities, their drone production facilities. No American president has dared to do this kind of thing before, and now he's offering them a deal, but they have to behave, and they're not going to do it. This regime will not change its behavior. I've been saying that for 30 years. Things like their nuclear weapons program, like exporting terrorism, like exporting the Islamic Revolution, these are core values of the regime, John, and they don't care how much they pay to keep those core values in place. They abandon them, they lose their regime.
Yeah, and the Iranian public at large will take over, and that's really where this has got to go. In the next 60 days, we'll see how much stuff gets inside Iran, if the economy continues to falter, and the tension that creates between the government of Iran and the IRGC. Now, Iran's National Security Council says they have a newly created authority to control the Strait of Hormuz. They will manage traffic, that vessels won't be charged fees for 60 days. That was, of course, before they reportedly shut back down the Strait of Hormuz. But my question is this, how can they shut down the Strait of Hormuz if they don't have a Navy?
Well, they might have some of those mosquito boats left, and they have drones. So they can launch a drone at ships. Look, that is one of the very few actual deliverables in this MoU. The Iranians have got to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, and we will release our naval blockade and allow ships to go in and take Iranian oil. If they don't do that, everything else is off. And I don't think that they've understood that yet. John, in a way, I think the president actually snookered the Iranians. He was asked at this press conference, there was a wise man once who said, Iran has never won a war, but it's never lost a negotiation. Who was that? Well, it was Donald Trump. I think he may have snookered them in this negotiation, offering them everything they could possibly want, but based on performance, and they're not willing to perform.
I think Muhammad Ali called it the rope-a-dope is maybe what we got going on right here. But of course, we'll see what happens over the next 60 days. Iran not playing ball right now. We still have a lot of military assets in the region. We'll see what happens. Ken Timmerman, thank you so much. Great to see you as always.
Thanks so much, John. Great to be with you.